We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But so far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. 52. We own it. We own it. Hey, not 52. Let's go. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
To throw again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now Carr again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brian Edwards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
What now? 180. Check, 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 check. It's fine.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the
ball carrier.
in on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 7-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Play brings up 3rd and 4.
Check, 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 check.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Giants have taken the lead.
40 extra point.
So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with them.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Catch made by Slayton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They run the counter. Carson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Giants add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Finding some room at midfield, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
And the Raider first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Carr now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Slayton. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Carr, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Operating from the gun, Carr, and my goodness, another interception. Julian Love picks it.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The throw complete here to Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Las Vegas.
First, a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now on 2nd and 16. Carr, he's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier, Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard.
6-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
The kick is
Well,
good.
if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
For Allen Robinson.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taking about 7 yards deep.
I'm the best in the game.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confident. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blank. This time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Again, it's Carr. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Oh, Wilson going to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.